Hello everyone, this is Lisa. I've been a VIP teacher since November. I don't know everything, but somebody asked me to do a small tutorial on the way I put Find a Star together on my Manycam. I'm a bit insecure on the way I do it because I'm sure there's easier and more efficient way, but I'll just show you how I do it. First of all, I'm continually gleaning from all of these pages of VIP. We have especially props and videos, especially just all of the props, videos and props, everything. This is one of my major resources. I get the props and rewards and also videos and props. This is a huge one as well because they have the Google. And Jennifer has really done an excellent job. You just go to her Google Drive and you could just glean all these different rewards here. And this is basically, I mean, she's constantly adding everybody who, let me just open up one. Everyone who has, like, makes these on their own, they just kind of submit it and she adds it. But what I do is I just go here, and if I need to process these later on, I just go ahead and download. If not, I just I take a screenshot. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Here we go. I just screenshot an image like this, and it appears somewhere on my desktop. So that's the first thing I do. I just start screenshooting. Click, 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 click of all these images that are on here, and I just so happen got to Angry Birds. But let me go ahead and minimize this. And where is the, oh, here he is. Okay, so I move him over to this side so that I can see him really clearly, and then I just go, some people use Photoshop. Oh look, here's my schedule. But I'm just going to open up a new one. Some people use Photoshop to take away backgrounds and make a new PNG for it to be able to be converted into Manycam file, but I don't know why. I just go ahead and do this. I learned how to do this quite efficiently. So I just pull the image from here and I put it on my paper. And I go to picture format. I take away the background. And you just pull this up until everything that's supposed to be white and colored is colored. Take this away. This goes down. I'm doing all this in one hand, so hopefully you guys aren't getting bored with what I'm doing, but this is basically how I do it. There we go. So I just double check that I have everything. There you go. Okay. So in order for him to have good amplification, I crop him as close as I can. This is how I prepare the image. Okay, this is not ready for Manycam yet. I'm just preparing the image, and then after it's good and cropped, I right click, which in Mac is Control click. I right click and I save as picture, and it goes back to my desktop. Picture is Angry Bird 1. Because of course I'm always trying to get 6 birds because I have 6 stars and 6 birds. I always have 12 Find a Stars. So he's going to appear. So I pull this down. And in order for me to, I'm going to show you the difference between the two. This is a screenshot. Let me open my screenshot. Look what he looks like right now. Do you see the white in the back? We want to take that white away. And so in Microsoft Word, I took away the background. And do you see what he looks like now? Do you see it's all gray? That means that when he shows up on your screen, there won't be white or a white square around him. It'll be as if he's stickered on the screen. So that's how I prepare him. So I really have no need for him anymore, so I put him in the trash. Okay, well, I'm doing this one-handed. So I'm trying to put him in the trash. He goes in the trash. So I pull him over here so that I don't lose him in the crowd of stuff that I have here. Then we have to go back to the internet and convert it into Manycam. This seems like a lot of steps, but let me tell you, once you get rolling with this, you can really do many at one time. So I go to Manycam and free software. And this is the only way I figured out to do. I haven't been trained or anything. I just kind of figured this out by myself with a few other tutorials online, which I'm very thankful for. Okay, so I put effects. I scrolled all the way down in that first screen. I'm going to create effects. You see I have all these masks and everything. We don't want any of those. We want to create our own effects. And you click there. So you will see dropped image here. So we go over here, just drag it. Drag, drag, drag. And there he is. Okay, now this little shadow of a person is very important because that's how I size. I've already sized the actual squares of my numbers. So the squares of my numbers are between the two ears and under the nose. So whenever I make a sticker, an image to put under my Find a Star numbers, I always make sure that it's smaller than the space between the ears and under the nose. I know if I can get it that small, then I know it will be hidden behind my numbers. So look at that, it looks pretty good. So I'm just going to give it a name. Normally it's the same one. Angry Bird 1. And download. Here it is, just download it. Okay, pick it up, take it over here, and it will look like this. Okay, what I normally do when I'm during processing, I put the picture over top just so that I know what the Manycam file is. That's just for my own benefit. It really doesn't matter. So now we're ready to go into Manycam. Okay. So many of you guys saw my Spider-Man. This is my Spider-Man. Now, when I did the Spider-Man, I was in such a hurry getting this done that I did not take the time to take the background off. I'll probably go back and do that, the same as what I just showed you. But these are the Spider-Man. In order to download more, and it doesn't matter which one of the, it does not matter which one of these slides you are on, you can download them into the bank. So press the plus, add new effect, and I have my my files set up in chronological order, like at the time of day that I do them. So my latest ones they're not in alphabetical, they're in chronological. So the latest one that I've ever saved will be first. It's just easier for me to find. So I go ahead and highlight that. Of course, this won't be highlighted. It's not a Manycam file, so, but it's there because we just saved it. So I'm going to open the Manycam file, and you will see down here, you'll see this number 1. That means that you have a file that you uploaded that you haven't used yet. So go all the way down to the bottom. There he is. Okay, so if you had 5 of these Angry Birds, you will go click, 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 click. Oh, look at my mask. Do you see my mask is still there? So you just go click, click, click. And once you click, it's going to go on here and you move it to the place where you want it. You see? You go to the place where you want it and you just put, you got Angry Bird 1 there. If you upload another one, 2, 3, 4, 5, move them around if you want to so that the kids will not remember where your stars are. You can move them all around if you want. And now let's just pretend that I covered all of our Spider-Men with our Angry Birds. So I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to take away all of my numbers. These are my numbers. So let's see which, take away that. Just for your benefit, I'm going to delete all of these and start over. I'm going to delete that too. So there's my Angry Bird. You see that? So he's already where he's supposed to be. And I would normally take away all of these Spider-Men I just put them to sleep. Oh, look, I had cars underneath it. There's my cars. I have to take those away too in order to fill them with Angry Birds. So let me take away all these Spider-Men. Okay, where are you at? Take them away. Well, look, I just put them back. I'm sorry about that. It's hard to do these looking through a camera and one-handed. So bear with me. Bear with me. And these are my... I'm going to leave the Hot Wheels there just for the effect. But down, down, down. Here are my numbers. Now, I've already put these numbers in my favorites folder. So I could go to the heart and show you where the numbers are. But these are just in my regular list. I have a whole bunch. But I'm going to go. So this is my favorites. So you take the 1, you move it to where it goes, up there. You take the 2, put it, and you kind of have to make sure that you get the edges flush. Okay, look at this. This is 11 minutes long. I don't know if you guys are going to watch me this whole time. So we got number 4. And, you know, it takes time. I think it takes me about 20 minutes to do a whole Find a Star. So I normally do Find a Star on the days that I'm not actually working and doing class. And that way, one Find a Star game, I have one for boys and I have one for girls. This is my girl Find a Star. Do you see? So I have 2 Find a Stars, one for girls and one for boys. And I find that if I have one for each, it takes me through the whole week. And for my regulars that are with me 2 or 3 times a week, well, I have other options for them. But these are mainly for my new students and the ones that are not with me, that are maybe with me once a week or so. So we got our 8. So after I get these all in position, I'm going to show you how I click and play the game. Number 10. Number 10. Like I said, I'm just doing this with one hand, so it's going a little bit slower than normal. Okay, now you can see that this number 9 is transparent. I did that on purpose. It's for the little ones or for the ones that are struggling, not knowing which number or how the game actually works, but they can see the star underneath it. So it kind of gives them a clue or maybe a hint of which number they can actually start with, or, you know, have a chance of getting a star, because some kids will throw tantrums if they don't get the star. And so number 9 is basically a sure thing. So I go back and let's just play the game. Do you see how I have my Manycam like almost in the whole part of my screen? Well, I need to make it a little smaller. Okay. And then I'm going to pull out my VIP so that you can see this comes out completely in the whole screen. So I have to pull this up and I make it so that I can see just the tip of these. So I just need my cursor to get on there in order to change the screen down there. So as I'm teaching the children, I say, okay, Brad, what number do you want? And so I take it all the way to the top. And while he's deciding, I click to my Manycam. And he says, I want number 4. Okay, number 4, 4, 4. And I kind of sing the number to give me time to find the number. 4, 4, 4, number 4. Let's see. Oh, you got a car or Angry Bird or what have you. Car, but a car is not a star. What number? And then he chooses another one until he finds a star. So let's see, the Angry Bird was under 10, wasn't it? So we'll say, pick 10, pick 10. So he picks 10. There it is, the Angry Bird. And of course, if this was full of Angry Birds, you would not see any other cars, of course. I just did the Angry Birds to show you how I uploaded it. But then when you find a star, let's see, where's our 9? You click the 9, ding, 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 you find a star. Then I quickly click back to here and I press a star. Bring! And of course the kid finds the star. So that's my tutorial on how to do Find a Star. If you have any other questions, let me know. And I hope it was understandable. Signing off. Happy teaching. Bye.